Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hi, my name is Amanda, for those of you who don't know and that are new, and this is Dead Garden Tarot. So I wanted to do specifically a love reading for those of you that are experiencing some love interests in your energy. I feel like with Gemini season, how in the last reading I was saying I was being pulled in different directions, and Gemini's the twins, right? So it feels like something was put down and then something else was picked up, or there was a door closed and now you're about to walk through another door. Or maybe you've changed your mind, or you've changed something regarding love, something regarding options, let's say. So I'm gonna use the, what is this, Romance Kipper? And then I'm gonna use the Everyday Witch because I'm really liking it, it's fun. So I just want to see, because yesterday that reading kind of shocked me. I was trying to go for a different sort of thing, but the amount of energy that came out was like soulmate and opportunity and dream life and some really wonderful things that are coming up, I feel like, for some people really soon, like June, July. So I want to know about this love interest that is coming in. This person that is supposed to help you, some type of opportunity with this Okay. Should I take those? So weird. No, there's too many here. No, okay. Okay. So what can we tell the collective? What can we see for the collective? Yeah, I just feel like there's been a switch. The energy has definitely switched. Male. Yeah. Male significator for main. Oh, main yeah. Main significant. I can't talk. Anyone else having a problem talking? I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's just me in the regular lately or the moons and I have no idea. Comment down below if that's happening. I don't even know if we're in retrograde or anything like that. So a lover's coming in. I heard fun. Okay. So a male coming into your life, obviously put yourself where you belong, could be a female, but there is a male to be had fun with. What else can you tell us? That came out. Weakness? I really like all the colors. So it says temporary problems, short illness, and distress. Okay, so she's got her hands over her heart, and it feels like she is like melancholy, blue. She is hoping for stuff, but she has like the sun setting or rising in front of her, and she's looking towards the horizon. Yeah, I just said that it feels like you've left something and you're facing a different direction, and then I got this vision of like in shadow, and then you sitting kind of like in the middle, and then walking towards this other door that you're supposed to open, that you have no idea what you're walking into, but you know you're supposed to, and then anything that something is being left behind, whether it's a person, a life, a old way of being. I really feel like it's a person. but it almost feels like that it's not, it's just for now. It's not 100% closed, so something might come back around, it almost feels like. Which is interesting, because in the background here, right, there's almost like this glimmer of hope, this light. So maybe two people had to go their separate ways for a time. What else can you tell me? That feels like that one wanted to come out, but it did not. Love. Love, friendship, good outcome, success. So this male that's coming in, you're going to have fun with, and he is going to be a friend to you. Friendly. Shut up. What does that mean? I heard he's going to show you the way. What the fuck? It sounds so ego-y. What do you mean by show the collective the way? What does that mean? What do you mean by show the collective the way? The way to what? The way to how? Show the way how. Should I use a different deck? Okay. What do you mean by show the collective the way for this love interest, this friend? I heard start off as friends, but what does that mean? Why does this keep happening? 10 of Pentacles is coming out. The Four of Swords. Okay. And the World. Wow. Okay. Whoever's coming in for you, this friend, this love interest, this person is supposed to show you what it means. Okay. This person is supposed to show you what it means to be in a healthy relationship, in a what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word? Like almost like a proper give and take. Like not copacetic. God, why are words so hard for me right now? I don't think cordial is even the proper word. Anyways, this person is supposed to show you what it means to be in a healthy dynamic, in a healthy relationship. This person is going to, I feel like, shower you and show you what it means to put everything to rest. To lay to rest all of your fears, your worries, anything in the past, and is going to uplift you, is going to make you feel carefree, is going to have that fun with you. And she's lifting off her hat, and it almost feels like, yeah, it reminds me of that card from yesterday where was it the 10 of Swords or the 8 of Swords? And she was reaching for her broom. And I was saying the difference between being grounded, how it almost feels like spirit gives you a break, even though like you're still in tune, you're still, hearing and seeing and feeling everything. But You're living the 3D. You're doing the matrix, right? You're trying to maneuver all that stuff. You're grounded. And so you're not totally up in your head all the time. And you are focused at what's in front of you, the things that you can see. And so I feel like this person's going to come in and is going to make you feel like it's okay to like hang up your hat, not give it up, but to relax, to breathe, to let it go, to let whatever's gone on with you in your life just like a freedom in the freedom to be in a relationship and a friendship where someone could give to you and shower you and it not come with any toxic strings, or he doesn't expect anything in return. Like, this doesn't even necessarily have to be sexual. This is about the universe gifting you someone to make you understand that you can relax and that there's no motives, it's just like, hey, we enjoy each other's company, we like each other's conversation, and let's just have some fun, right? Like, no pressure. That's what it feels like. He's gonna show you what it means to have something, to be with someone without having pressure in any way. Like, let's not worry about the future. Let's just be in the now. Let's do things for now. So maybe that's something that you've never experienced. Maybe you've never had that sort of relationship or lightheartedness in a friendship even. What else can... Okay, so gloomy thoughts is coming out. Sadness, depression, mental illness, and free. And this is 33. 33 is a master teacher number. You might very well be in this sadness because also with the blue in this card, right? The mist, the 5D, the whatever. And because of this lightheartedness that's coming in, he's going to show you and probably lift that fog for you. And again, you have maybe never been in a situation, especially if you're empathic or a sensitive, that spending intimate time with someone and liking someone in that way without the burden or the heaviness that most people you would attract, or most people would end up putting on someone who is like that, if that makes sense. Can I get one more? There's a stubbornness going on because I just heard no in my head and I wanted to shake my head. Can I have another? Bottom of the deck is uncertainty and chaos. Yeah, gift is coming out. So funny. Right? So you're probably in a really massively stubborn energy right now, and spirit might be kind of playing with you a little bit because maybe you're still worried, or like I said, you're focused on what's the tasks in front of you. And so there is a gift coming. Could be in the form of a person. It could be multiple gifts, right? That says recognition. Recognition, compliment, visit, attention, and joy. Yeah, so someone's coming in to give you attention. Someone is coming in to give you the recognition that you deserve, and to be a joyful energy to be around, something that you can just have a good time. You know, laugh a little, relax a little, take a load off. And, you know, you don't have to do anything but be yourself. That's beautiful. I love that. Okay, what can you tell me about this male? This man. This potential lover. All these dudes in their white shirts with no shirt. With it half off. I mean, that is the type of cards it is, so it's fine. And I just noticed the chest. Maybe he has a hard chest. Who doesn't like a hard chest? What can you tell me about this potential lover that's coming in? This significant person the universe is bringing you. The Queen of Pentacles. I heard he's rich. He's well off. Great. Again, there's a gold dress in this one too. Seems like there's a lot of gold with the pentacles coming out. The 10 of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. This girl's wearing a gold dress in the love card. And then the gift with the pillow and the ribbon is also gold. So I feel like he's going to put you in like a golden energy. Or maybe you're shining in a golden energy right now. And then this is what is bringing this person in. It's attractive. He may see you as the Queen of Pentacles. He may see you as someone that is worthy of the recognition, that is worthy of, you know, being showered with affection. Because with the Queen of Pentacles, she's a hard worker. She is independent. She makes her money, right? What else can you tell me about this male? The Eight of Swords. Yeah, the Eight of Swords is coming out again. Where her hands are tied, but they are open and in front of her, and she's waiting to receive. And the swords around me is telling me that, yeah, she's in a stubborn energy, but this person's going to come in. Queen of Cups. Yeah. Full of emotion. Wow. So whoever's coming in, this man is going to fully throw you into your heart space. He is going to treat you like the queen and the goddess that you are, with this recognition and attraction. Giving you this carefreeness. He might even whisk you away for a vacation. You know, put your feet up. Again, with the picnics and, you know, lunch on the beach. Going away for a weekend. That's really nice. I'm getting like... Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say with all the gold and everything, it's giving like beauty. You know, like Belle from Beauty and the Beast. And it's also giving like a tension relieving, like a peacefulness. Like a calming. Like a waiting to exhale. And he's the one that like you hug and then you exhale. Oh, okay. Okay. So waiting to exhale, it makes me think of like that scene where, you know, these women are independent. They've been through marriages. They've been through tough relationships. They have kids. They're working. They're doing everything on their own. it's been a long time since I've seen that movie. I should probably rewatch it. And I remember one scene where she hugs the man and then she just does this like release and this exhale, right? And she's like, right? Because like he holds space and allows her to do that. And so, yeah, and I'm also thinking of like Stella gets her groove back, or the day Stella got her groove back or something, where this guy, like, you can get your feet wet with this person again. So it might be yeah, it's giving like a divorcee kind of vibes, where you get back out there and you meet this like nice person where it's not super serious. It could turn into that. It could potentially turn into that, but like that's not what it's about. It's about getting your feet wet again, learning to breathe and be uplifted. Oh, so, yeah. My shoulders just kind of got a lot lighter. What can you tell me about the weakness, this temporary problem, this short illness, this distress, whatever it is that the collective is going through right now? The Six of Pentacles, being in your community, sharing with your community, communicating with your community. This is the energy that you are probably in right now. So you are probably the one who is normally a giver and the sharer. And maybe you're just sharing and communicating with the people around you just in general. The Hierophant. Self-love, self-care, staying true to yourself. But with the Hierophant, it's also about structure and holding suit. Okay. And then the Page of Swords is coming out. So sharing and communicating, being in your community, creating that structure. So that's a lot of work. It's probably, like I said, it's a temporary problem. You may feel weak in this area. Maybe you're just getting back out there, like I said, getting your feet wet again. And then with the Page of Swords, that's like a new beginning with communication. That's a new way of thinking, a new way of being. Okay. What can you tell me about the love? The Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you're balancing, you're looking... I heard balancing thought, but the way that is, yeah, the way that like she's looking up at the coins and the way that she's looking up at like even the light around like the infinity sign, the flow of movement. There's like a pride in this almost. I'm like a proudness. Because of the sharing in the community and the Page of Swords, the structure, the temporary kind of weight that you're under, to me this is like you're proud of yourself. You're doing all the things. You're handling everything. And you should be. What can you tell me about this love and this friendship? This person is going to help balance you. And again, money's coming out. Queen of Wands is coming out again. So this is going to be passionate. Oh, I heard but reserved. This man is tempered. He knows how to tame his beast. And because you're in a stubborn energy and you're focused on your money and you're focused on juggling all of your things, it's totally giving me Beauty and the Beast. So weird. Maybe he'll call you Beauty. Maybe that'll be a nickname. This is also giving me The Paper Bag Princess. I fucking love that book. I love that story. For those of you who don't know The Paper Bag Princess, the princess was supposed to marry, I think his name was supposed to be Ronald, and she didn't want to marry him because he was stuffy and boring and, you know, into himself and arrogant. And then so she left. And I think a dragon came in and burned everything down. So she wore like a paper bag as a dress, and her half melted kind of broken crown or whatever. And she like stepped all over this arrogant dragon's ass and showed him a lesson, right? That's so funny. And that's exactly what happens in Beauty and the Beast, right? He's really like a tough nut to crack, and he gets all like angry and stuff like that. But then he can't help that she's so stubborn, and it gets under his skin. It does something to him. Very protective though, right? That's my favorite part. So funny. Okay, what can you tell me about... Yeah, you just have this way about you, and it's gonna do something to him. He gets like huffy and puffy about it. It's funny. Okay, what can you tell the collective about these gloomy thoughts? This kind of sadness. Is this what the masculine is feeling? This guy that's coming in? Because you have weakness and temporary problems. So this is you and what you're going through. I'm just wondering if this is the state that he's in, because it is a male. So you are feeling in this way right now, right? Still hopeful. So then he must be going through something. And I feel like when he meets you, it's going to throw him. Again, the Beauty and the Beast, where it's just like a chance meeting. What can you tell me about the gloomy thoughts, please? And because you have this golden, beautiful energy, he's going to see that. Oh, wow, there's multiple here. Again. The Chariot's coming out again. This is fast coming in, so this is going to be very soon. Weeks. A month or two, right? Usually with Chariot and fast coming in, that's within 3 months. Page of Pentacles is also coming in. So we have the Page of Sword and the Page of Pentacles. So a new beginning. So there's new communication between someone, between two people. A new beginning in the way of money. This might be about building your money. It might be about building more connections and resources. Interesting. What was this other one? The Knight of Cups. Okay. So the gloomy thoughts with this man is fast coming in. Okay. Page of Pentacles. I'm just wondering if he's gone through some sort of financial downgrade. And so he's in the process of building something back up. Or possibly the new beginning of, like, let's say he has money, but then he wants to branch off into something like bigger. You know what I mean? He wants to take the money that he does have and put that into like a massive investment or a company or like whatever. That's what it feels like. I don't, like I said, the Spirit said this guy was well off, right? He's going to come in and shower you. And with the Knight of Cups, this tells me that he does have a really good heart. And with all these bubbles, he very well might be an air sign. Doesn't have to be. He could very well be a water sign, is above water. But this man, I heard chivalrous. He has a chivalrous heart. He knows what it means to treat a lady. He knows what it means to give attention where it is deserved, and how to shower and show his affection. What can you tell me about the gift? He might compliment you a lot, as well as gifting you things. Maybe that's his way of showing how he feels. I'm not getting any swords, so I'm not sure how good of a communicator he is. But he will definitely show his affection for you through compliments and gifts. What is this? The Knight of Wands. Again with the dragon. Yeah, that's giving me like Beasty vibes, right? Very much Beauty and the Beast vibes. So he's in Knight energy right now, because he's got the Knight of Cups coming up, and he's also got the Knight of Wands coming up. So there is passion and fire underneath the surface for the both of you because of the dragons coming out, and because of the stubbornness, and that it seems like the two of you are going to meet, and you've got kind of your own emotional thing that you've left behind, and you're stepping into something that is lighthearted and a little carefree, and might get your heart thumping a little bit more, right? The start and possibility of something beautiful. What else can you tell me about this gift? The recognition, the compliments. He's going to obviously compliment you with the Knight of Wands. He's going to have a charisma about him. He's going to have a way of words. He might be just not a huge talker, but he might know exactly, like, precisely what to say. Which gives me the feeling of, yeah, he might not be a big talker, but he might be a meticulous talker. Like 1 sentence, 2 sentences, and it gets across 100% what he feels, what he means to say, and it lands properly, right? Justice is coming out, again with the justice. The recognition, the justice between, I don't think this is just for you. I also think this is for him as well. Again, the balance. There's a balance between the two of you. This could be like an opposites attract kind of thing. What else can you, how is the collective gonna really feel about this man that's coming in? Like when he first comes in, how is the collective gonna feel? The Page of Wands. Okay, so he is going to give you a spark of some sort, because pages are new beginnings, new endeavors, opportunity. He's gonna make your head turn. So this means to me that he will stand out somehow, and you will double take. he will catch your eye. And the Four of Pentacles has come out. I just heard sitting on a gold mine. He's sitting on this like box. Behind a closed door. This man might not look like he has money. He might have secret money. It's making me think of that movie. It's called Friends with Money, or I think it's called Friends with Money, or Friends Who Have Money. I think it's Friends with Money. Jennifer Aniston's in it, and there's a couple of well-known people in it, and Jennifer Aniston is the one who's single, and all her other friends are kind of married and have all this money. And in the movie, she is a maid, and she, you know, cleans people's houses and stuff. And her friends try her and set her up with different guys because she's, you know, fooling around with a married man. Obviously emotionally unavailable, doesn't treat her right? But that's what she's doing in the movie. And then they try and set her up, and then these guys use her and like are not nice and whatever. And at the end of the movie, there's this unseemingly different sort of guy. He just wears a regular t-shirt. He has like a little bit of weight on him. His hair's like kind of unkept, but it's long, it's black. But he is not terrible looking. He has these beautiful sparkly blue eyes. And I think she meets him by cleaning his house. And he lives with not a lot of stuff around. Like I said, doesn't really look well kept, doesn't really dress great, doesn't really look like he takes too good care of himself. But then she finds at the end that he's like a millionaire, and that he doesn't spend it, he keeps it in the bank because he doesn't know what to do with it. And he doesn't know what he should do with it. And so at the end, the movie ends with them getting together, and he asks her like what do you like? She's like, well, you can, you know, decorate your house, and because like he pretty much has nothing in his house. And then she's like, well, what would you do? Could you help me? Right? Because she's like a maid. And she's like, oh, and then that's kind of where it ends. So yeah, I don't think that this guy might look like he's not going to be wearing a suit. He's not going to look like he's, you know, hot shit or anything. He might look good, but because obviously he's going to make your head turn. There's going to be something that pulls you towards each other. That's very interesting. And then you find out later that he's sitting on a gold mine, right? He's secret rich. That's interesting. Which is what I was saying about the Page of Pentacles. That maybe he has money, or he's just, you know, I don't know. This is going to be like way off, but like I'm just as an example so you can like see what I'm saying. Let's say he's, you know, a billionaire, but then he had to go through something, lost a bunch of money, and then now he's only a millionaire. You know what I mean? That's still a lot of fucking money. Doesn't matter how you look at it. And so now he's looking to like build that back up, right? To invest into something. That's interesting. What else can you tell the collective about this beastie kind of man that's coming in? This dragony, fiery man. He could be a fire sign as well. There is smoke. There's not fire in these, but the wands are coming out. So he could have a lot of air or fire in his chart. What else can you tell me? the 10 of Wands. I heard he carries a lot, but he sees that you carry a lot. He knows that you're strong. And he himself is strong. So this is telling me that you guys are going to maybe bond over the fact that the both of you are hard workers. And that you have vision for the future. You have dreams and aspirations. That's what this is feeling like. And you've both have done an uphill journey, right? What else? Give me one more. Wow, this is already 40 minutes. I don't know where the time went, but okay. I gotta stop this. Give me one more for the collective and we can wrap this up. The 9 of Wands. Yeah. This feels like defensiveness and being on guard. So again, I said with that stubbornness, you might be on the defensive. And he as well might be on the defensive. Again, with Beauty and the Beast in the movie, right? How they're both stubborn. They're both on the defense. So I don't think that you will agree up front to, like, let's say he asks you out for like a drink or a cup of coffee or something. I don't think that you're going to say yes up front. You're probably going to have a few conversations, however it is that you meet. And I think you're going to spark his interest, but I think he's going to want to talk to you a couple times, probably. Yeah, I'm feeling this, like, this, there's triple threes, 333 on the clock. There's like this hard chess kind of thing. Yeah, there's hard chess, but like, there's like the stubbornness and the kind of like, not a wall, but like a protection. But he's going to be so drawn to you because men are sight animals, right? So there's going to be a very much a protective nature over the heart on both your ends. But there's going to be an undeniable draw, and the universe is just going to keep like bringing you together until he makes his move, I guess. Wow, that's interesting. That was a fun read. Okay. I hope that you liked it. If it resonated with you or you just enjoyed the reading, please give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, join the Dead Garden where we play and we heal and we cultivate and we plant the seeds of our dreams for the life that we want, the way that we want it. And until next time, I hope you guys have a great day and a great rest of your week, and I'll see you soon. Peace. God bless.